Welcome back to Workers and Resources. Let's continue the construction of our steel smelting area. Last time I realized that I made a miscalculation with regards to coal input. The steel mill does require 375 tons per day maximum. And I looked at the storage of coal ore processing. I mean the consumption of coal ore processing, which is at 210 instead of the output, which says 120 tons. So we need 4 of those instead of 2. For iron ore, we make 105 tons. So 2 of them are enough to supply the 200 tons of iron we need. So no miscalculation there, just for the coal itself. We will continue construction of the ore processing facility and give it a test run. And then there's an extension planned for the coal ore processing where we drop in a loading site so we have coal available on our network. And we add 2 more, or 3 more, or 4 more coal ore processing plants. Basically, this is to get it started, because I don't think we have enough people to run the steel mill at full capacity right away. But we have the extension planned on the map in case we need to have the full amount of coal available for the steel mill, if that at some point becomes a concern. We also continuously build our metro line, where we are close to reaching the second station. Once we've reached the second station, we will have to assign the last tunnels to reach the end station, and then we can let the metro train run. And that will make the passenger transportation obsolete. At least for now, until we get more people living here, I guess. This roundabout area could have some people living in it, I guess. We could have a flat or 2 in there. Or one of the very large ones in here. We also still need a kindergarten for the area, because people were complaining about not having access to services. To tuck away their children so they can go to work. We are only exporting 50% of the gravel we are making. So hopefully the gravel transportation to the other side, our main city, can actually load some. Productivity of the gravel processing facilities is at an all-time high, so I'm sure that they can provide some resources here. Maybe not a full load, but maybe the productivity is high enough where the train can wait until it gets fully loaded. Or maybe not. And the last thing we're doing is building a parking lot next to our oil refinery. With the parking lot being completed, all we need to do is hook up the tunnels, with the incoming tunnel having the priority. So once that one is completed, any vehicle arriving here will have a route into the parking lot area that bypasses crossing this road. I could have also used the bridge, but I felt the tunnel was more convenient. I think more residential buildings are in order for all of this to work. So I might just place some of them down. like that it flattens it after you click. Still a bit weird to me, but better than the alternative, having to grab mechanisms to flatten this area, I guess. Or put them slightly off angle. Just let them walk across this area. Get 2 more residential buildings here. I don't think I need to do anything else. I think the area still has enough capacity to handle everything. Heating is fine, I think. So we'll see if any problems show up. It's another 600 people living in the area. We'll tell them to fill up with citizens, maybe not completely full, just the default. I'll take it from all houses, our own and the village buildings, so we'll see. And yeah, the last construction we are also doing is road construction next to Rovoduma to set up a parking lot. And once these roads finish construction, when we assign road construction tools, mechanisms to it, once they finish that, we can drop down the parking lots and hopefully remove all of the traffic from Rovoduma itself and maybe give them enough parking to actually live here without any problems. There are some people that are living in this area that can't reach the shopping center, which is unfortunate. Maybe if they had a footpath they could walk there. If we gave them a footpath along this road and then exit here and go through this road, maybe it could work. We'll see. Or they can just take a car and drive into town, I guess. I will designate the loop as a one-way loop. We will run this area without a fuel station at first, I think. There's a fuel station on exit and all of them have to drive past it right now. Unless, I guess, if they want to go into town. So the alternative here could be if they drive from this area somehow back to, or like from this parking lot to this parking lot, instead of having to go somewhere to turn around on. In this case it would be maybe, I don't know, here and then into the tunnel over there, coming back out on this side. Maybe we could just give them a tunnel that crosses around and connects back here. That is currently missing. But also not a priority. The reduction of traffic inside the village should already be quite high with the scheduled upgrade. Building the tunnel, and after that they will build the rail line through it, and then we need to reassign the construction after this. But once the tunnel is done, I could already assign the metro line to... I guess I couldn't, I need a connection to the end station, otherwise it won't work. I can almost assign the metro line. While talking, they finished a quarter of the construction of this tunnel, so also progressing nicely. And a bus carrying a lot of workers. Our only bus carrying a lot of workers. It's bringing a bunch of people to that construction site right now. I will limit the amount of people working on this construction site again. As that makes sense. And I think they should have access to everything here. Except of course kindergarten. I guess I'll drop them a kindergarten here next to the busy road. What could go wrong? It's natural selection. Only the smartest children will figure out how to cross the road reliably. Since there are speed limits in place, maybe they won't have that much of a problem with it. Who knows? Hello Whoopi Goldberg, welcome to the stream. There will not be any more parking lots because the amount of traffic has been reduced already, so there's plenty of cars available to take. To go somewhere. I wonder if they are going to be within walking distance of our existing infrastructure. They're pretty far away. You are great at working with personal cars, it's just a masterpiece. Oh, thank you. We're trying to move a lot of the personal cars underground, so we're using a lot of tunnels to hide them away. But there are still some issues every now and then, mostly caused by construction vehicles going through things. But it was a very eye-opening experience with how to design parking lot areas and how important it is to do that correctly. All of these parking lots are set up in a very inefficient way and created a lot of traffic issues. So some redesigning in this area could also help. Thankfully the traffic issues aren't too bad. The new parking lot designs are much more efficient and they're quite convenient to set up and also quite space efficient. Not a lot of room used for roads and connections. There might be a more efficient design, but like removing the space in between here, but I like that I can just place these and snap them to the grid and it works fine. It annoys me that some cars are moving to the nearest parking lots, or was that a fix in the patch? I don't know. As far as I know, they moved to a parking lot that is in range, to the closest parking lot of where they want to go. So I don't think that was fixed. You can see that, maybe it was fixed, you can see that the spread of cars is pretty even between the parking lots. So they seem to balance between all the parking lots quite evenly. So it doesn't look like they're crowding the closest parking lots next to the oil refinery and then slowly filling them up. They're going to all of them in a quite even manner. I haven't used cars much before this, so I don't know what other issues there were before. But if they would all try to use them in order, then I think this design would still work. If they all try to drive to this parking lot, then this one, then this one, then this one, it wouldn't change the behavior of this design. They would all still arrive on the same road, pick a parking lot, and then leave on this road. Shouldn't alter it at all. Let's see what you say when the new patch comes out. Yeah, I think when the new patch comes out, I will probably play it without any restrictions. So I will probably go back to buses and not use cars exclusively anymore for that. It is still really convenient to use cars for asphalt and concrete, and probably also for university education, to haul those around, maybe to bring them into like a school that is outside of town, so they can just drive there and park there and you're done. Don't need to haul anyone. And then they educate all the people here for basic education, and you don't need any other university educated people inside the village. So I can see some benefits for all of that. Alright, these roads are done, so parking lots construction may now start. We will also have to provide electricity in the area. We don't need to worry about footpaths, because the footpaths will be here, covering all the road access, I think. So no more parking lot here. And I guess there will be an electric substation somewhere here. I don't know yet where. Those are existing parking lots. There are 3 normal ones, 3 optimized traffic ones, and the free parking lot. I think they've been existing for a while. I am using the medium parking lot now because it snaps to the grid very nicely. I was using the large parking lot, but that one only has 1 entry and exit. Oh, you mean these parking lots? Yeah, this is supposed to replace the parking lots inside the town to fix the traffic in there and move all of the traffic going in and out of town around the town on the new road that we have placed. If that's what you mean. We'll assign road construction to the roads. There's a bit of a weird behavior where if there's already a parking lot in this area, it doesn't place the road, so I have to build them 1 row at a time. I cannot plop all of them down. Well, I can plop them down all now, but I have to do them in order. So that's our general concept for the area. Fill all of this out with parking lots. Provide footpath access to the parking lots. Let's see how far up we can go. I should not place those because I need to access those roads, I think. No, I guess it'll be fine. They can use these entry roads as access. Yeah, it should be fine. Alright. And then footpath access, probably going through here. Oh, they haven't built that road yet. I guess I did that too early. Oops. That means that that road construction will be annoyingly slow. I thought they would have finished it by now. Oh well. And that provides footpath access to this area, where we might hook up a footpath over here so they could potentially walk to the shopping center. Well, road construction here is going to be annoying. I thought they already did that one, but I was too early. Thankfully I didn't place all of them, so they can still build that one soon. And since it's out of construction range, auto assignment construction range, we will have to assign all of those manually. Unless I maybe made a road here? Will that work? If I give them road access. Just for auto assignment. They might not pick it for driving there, just to build everything. So if I check the assignment range now, it's not long enough, and dirt roads, well, doesn't reach. So that road doesn't work. I thought maybe we could extend the range, but 3 kilometers is just too small, too short. All of the cars here will be swapped out to yellow cars, so we know if we see a yellow car then it's from Rover Duma. And maybe some of them show up in these parking lots, that would be interesting. The site is coming online, slowly. Each building will get one parking lot, I think. I think it will be a large one. A medium-sized one is exactly 16 cars. But I think a large one getting a bit more parking space here is probably a good idea. There are already cars parking here, so we do know it is in range. But we will replace that with a proper parking lot now. /2 proper parking lots. And the amount of people in this area is not that much, so I don't need to worry about traffic. They will just go in here via this road and just park right next to the buildings where they work. So, just like that, I think. And then more parking lots on that side. I hope they reach there. We will test with a free parking lot again. But we had like a kilometer of extra range, so it should not be a problem. If I check the furthest away parking lot, we can reach that with 700 meters to spare, so we are fine. Two more large parking lots here. And then they can walk into both these facilities. I hope once the parking lots in Roveduma come online, we get rid of all of the happiness messages, because people will actually have a vehicle to drive out of the village. But that remains to be seen. We're still waiting on the parking lots to get set up. Looks like the construction office bus is bringing workers to an unfinished road, which will not receive workers because the construction vehicle is sitting on the road and blocking the bus from arriving. Oh, it wanted to go to a different one. Okay, well at least that one will finish, no problem. Okay. We're out of money. Let's take out more loan. Because that's the name of the game right now. Our interest rate went down to 8%. Good to see. That might also be because we are slowly repaying our US-based loan. Very slowly. We already paid 1,100,000, so... the more we repay, the better. Because it seems like it is affecting our global interest rate on both currencies. We are running full on oil. We are back to importing 100%, which is too much. So let's drop that down to 80%. I would need to do the math of how much exactly we could import. But we have trains running resources to other sites, so I mean like fuel and bitumen that do not import oil, so it should be fine. I guess I could have a third train running exports to the western border that does not import anything. I need a parking lot for the oil loading. I need to redesign the oil loading area. Which wouldn't be that difficult because it's all just... we build it somewhere else and then hook up the pipes to it. So I could make an oil loading area over here with a waiting platform before that. I think that's probably something that we could do. And then I could have more trains go there at the same time. We also need to move the export tanks over. And the import connection. Maybe not now. 430,000 rubles per export. We're already out of money again. What the hell? We imported 770,000 in steel, 740,000 in electronic components. Sure. Why not? Tunnel bore means that the last segment of the connection to the metro platform will be started soon, but the other one we can already send out to the tunnel after that. Maybe we finish the construction here soon, so we can send out the metro. I'll probably redesign those footpaths in a more sensible pattern. Well, at least what I think is a sensible pattern. That. Hasn't started construction yet. They're all way busy with the road constructions over here. Or it might also just be out of range for the other construction offices. So we might have to assign those manually as well. Yeah, that road construction is going to be annoying. Fire in Pardonin, no problem. It's been resolved. We'll turn off the buildings so they don't accept workers. Oof, they take a lot of steel for construction. 200 tons of steel per building. No wonder we're using so much money. We have one rail connection. The exit rail, we have it constructed. At least the direction to the eastern border, where the distribution / other trains would come from to import the resources. And I will probably set up a train for coal and one for iron ore soon to fill up all this facility and get it started. And the parking lot for the steel mill is probably going to be all of this area down here. Might even be longer. We have an entry road here, feeding the vehicles in. Maybe also this one. And then when they leave, they just drive out all the way back here and drop back into the road. So we're using a lot of materials right now for constructing all of this. Things that are not planned yet are electricity, water and sewage, but we'll get there in time. It should be all of the connections now for the basic infrastructure. Hello Kianos, thank you for the raid. What have you been playing? Was it Race Room? I hope you're doing well on this Sunday. SnowRunner. I saw that that one is currently on sale on Steam. Were you playing it single or multiplayer? Were you playing it co-op or PvP? Well, co-op is kind of PvP, depending on how hard someone's trying to pull the other out of the ditch. I loved MudRunner a lot. It was a lot of fun, single and co-op. Really enjoyable game. And then they released SnowRunner on Epic Game Store, and I didn't buy it for a long time. And I haven't bought it yet also, so still on my to buy list maybe. Yes, that game is very enjoyable in co-op. Because you can help each other, you can... It's basically... It could be considered as a vehicular-based comedy game. Which is weird, I guess. There's a lot of things that can go wrong there. Also exploration. Lots and lots of exploration. If you haven't played the map yet and your first time exploring it, it's really nice. Okay, 80% oil looks much better. We still have a little bit extra, but not too much. When I first started playing Workers and Resources, I already played MudRunner, and I felt like I was playing MudRunner as a strategy game, because I set up forestry and lumber mills with dirt roads, and it was so much like MudRunner, like watching the cars slowly trundle along mud roads from above. Gave me that feeling a lot. It was in a forested area, so you don't get that feeling here as much because it's like barren and industrial, but also the mud roads previously looked a lot more closely related to MudRunner. These ones are a bit more flat and modern, so they don't look as deep or difficult to traverse. But yeah, had a lot of fun with MudRunner and the predecessor, Spin Tires. so much steel. And there's the snow. And now it's turning into Snow Runner. I will probably redo these parking lots. To abide by my own rule of not having parking lots directly on the main road. Although this isn't really a main road. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Should be fine. Yeah, the two games fit. They should do a game together so you can build and then also do the deliveries in Mud Runner. I was wondering if they could do a game where you drive the cars in this game, because you already have a first-person view, which sometimes is very loud. So it might be possible to drive the vehicles yourself, who knows? Maybe someone will mod it in. Or building a republic cooperatively together. There are multiplayer mods for games that I didn't think were possible, like BeamNG, so maybe someone figures something out for this game. Though it might be a bit tricky to get everything to sync up. There's so much stuff happening at all times. Can't believe our trams sometimes are already at capacity. Might have to get some more already. Tripling them up is probably not a good idea. I think I'll get some more trams. So we have our delivery train that we can use for that, apparently. Any vehicle from the Western Customs House. Where are we? There. To this depot. And then we'll buy, I don't know, 4 trams. We have the 4 trams in the available in the customs house, so now we send out the train and see if it can load all 4 of them to have them delivered. That way we don't need to electrify the whole path to the other depot. If it works. So these trams are now going to drive faster than they were ever designed to go. The maximum speed is 65 kilometers an hour, and they are now driving 100. Whenever after a while of playing this game, you take a step back and look at what you have built and that it is all running, I always still find that pretty amazing. Because it's not an easy game to get into, and it is also not an easy game to play after you have some experience with it. Having an actual functional and running town is always quite amazing to me. $200,000 people living in our republic, 15,000 workers with an unemployment rate of 66%. So 5,200 workers are fully employed right now. There's our trams. We'll have to get the train back to the other depot. Makes sense to have it closer to the other customs house. Alright, 4 more trams in preparation for the residential buildings going up. Let's see what the electric consumption is on the tram network before I drop more onto it. Currently is 0.6-ish megawatts maximum. We have capacity for 2.5, I would say. So it should be okay. Lots and lots of students. It's a very few amount of workers for the oil refinery. Oh well. Where's our construction office going right now? Let's go in here. So let's assign all of these tasks, because they now can be assigned. Let's assign that. And I don't need to construct in that direction, so we'll leave that be for now. And the last one we have to build is the transition to that side at some point. And after that we can have trains coming here with resources, unloading them into the existing storages. One of them is coal ore, and the other one is iron ore. Okay, last tunnel assignment to the metro end station, and once they have finished the last remaining tunnels to this building, we can let the metro train run. Metro train has been sitting here and waiting for a while. end station to stop to second stop to end station and back to stop to end station. Theoretically we don't need it to wait or pick up anyone on the oil refinery, but I'll just set it up so people can go wherever and don't micromanage the metro line. We could make this a transfer station to send a lot of people here, even if the oil refinery is full, but I will not use transfer stations on the metro line, I think, at least not to start out with. Almost out of money again. What are we exporting right now that is making that much money? Clothing. Oh wow. Sure, 40 tons of clothing for 660,000. I'll take it. The inflation must be quite high already. Oh, I guess it's 2,000. I didn't even know that we played that long. So, inflation for clothing? Yep. 4 times the amount of US based price and climbing. So our loan is not actually that much. The bigger scheme of things. We might have to switch to US currency ASAP, so we get a more stable one. We now have... Oh, we're still nowhere close to halfway our capacity of loan taking, so it's fine. Is the tunnel built for here? Wait, what? Oh, they are now building the road. I was wondering why they were using gravel again, but they're laying down the road right now. So the tunnel is almost done. The exit tunnel will take much longer. Well, the metro should be done in a bit, so presumably we'll be able to see that one running. I wonder if I should take out a loan to pay back a loan, but I don't think that would be useful in any way. We're slowly chipping away at everything. If we could send oil trains to the west, then that would go much quicker, but right now we're still fighting our eastern currency with a lot of loans. And we're using a lot of materials for construction, which doesn't help. I like the concept of parking lots for non-critical infrastructure, because you can just set them up and you don't have to set up routes or anything. They will just go there if enough people do have a car. And if we had a car seller in this area, then they would just automatically purchase cars. And if we had a car production line, then we would make our own cars to send to car sellers to not have to deal with anything. So maybe if we ever redo this run in a 2.0 version, I would probably use a car production line to supply vehicles to my own nation and not have to deal with any of that stuff anymore. That's our bypass route. It's currently not scheduled to feed into this area yet. We could just have an exit turn here to feed into this area. I don't... What if the vehicles would have to drive here? How would you feel about that? So let's say no more travel along this route. Is it too far? It might be too far. .5 kilometers. Nope, it works. Okay, then we will probably start towards there to also move that traffic out of this area. What road did I change? That one. So they will still prefer the shorter route. We'll have to force them to use the other one. Or did it show me a wrong one? Let's see. We'll just block traffic by assigning two opposing one-way roads here. No, it doesn't work anymore. Oh yes, it does. Yeah, the red is just very hard to see. Okay, it's 2.5 kilometers. It barely reaches into this area. The asphalt and concrete plant will have workers arriving here by a road that turns off earlier. Somewhere like that as a concept. And that should provide workers for this area. I guess we could have the workers come in here by a road turning in from this direction, so it's also shorter. That road isn't used much. And this will be the exit road, I guess, to get out of this area. So there will be no more personal traffic along this way at some point. Okay, that means we should be able to get all of the personal traffic out of this area. No more personal vehicles. We might have to switch the... I guess this road is then obsolete. I will have to get rid of the one-way roads again, because the construction offices currently don't have an easy way to get out of this area. But we will be removing this road. And the exit road here will feed into the loop. Merging all of these parking lots together that go onto this road, and then hopefully they have enough distance to reach to where they want to go. Traffic jam. There is a traffic jam indeed. Don't have enough throughput anymore. Might have been just a small issue with me reworking the roads so there were no workers. It should still be fine. Okay. Carry on. Let's check the Rovodima parking lot area. Some parking lots have now been created. Footpath access has been established and a lot of people are eager to just walk to the other facilities as working places, which is fine, I guess. Let's see. Footpath range. Not a lot. Because the roads are not done yet, so we're still waiting on people building these roads. Resources have been delivered, but the workers are not auto-assigning themselves. So let's drop some work orders in this place. Alright. I should be able to walk from here to a residential building. I gave them enough distance, I think. It's gonna be close. We still need a footpath access here, but they can reach some residential buildings. Those furthest away parking lots are not ideal, but it should still be possible to get access to some things. That's not what I wanted, that was the wrong side. Do you not want to build out that way? Yes, you do. No, connect here, damn it. There we go. Parking lot area access. We'll check again in a bit after the roads got built. Traffic jam with red cars. Cars have run out of fuel because they now don't have access to this gas station anymore. Temporarily you will have access to that area again, but yes, we will also drop down a gas station. I did build you in range where you had electricity. Yes, okay. Just making sure. Okay, we'll get the gas station in range. And we will set up a supply connection to where we will have a road connection here that only uses heavy goods access for supply. So no personal cars can go through. It should make it better for the distribution office to supply the gas station if we do that, I think. But that's for later. General construction in Padonin, still a lot of tasks. They're now working on the first parking lot. Construction may please build on that road. Oh no. What's going on? I don't know. Supposedly there was a collision, but I don't see one. No, there are signals everywhere. Not sure why there was an issue here. Guess it's fine. The tunnel has finished construction, so people coming in from Rovoduma can now use the tunnel if they want to. These ones are traveling to the commercial district. I don't know from where. They're trying to travel up here into these parking lots. And the person trying to do so lives in... So they're trying to drive back home. Where were you? I don't know. Were you from... Were you working? Oh, I guess I know what's going on. They are driving that into the wrong direction, so let's make this a one-way road again. Cheeky buggers. It's only a one-way tunnel. Okay, now it's working. They'll be able to use this tunnel to get back to where they want to go. It will just take a while to build it. Heating plant. No capacity issues, lots of workers, everything is fine. It is running at like 60% productivity at -6 degrees. Now we're slowly decreasing temperatures. Oh, I guess we're already through winter. Pollution after winter. The heating plant has some... There's a lot of pollution inside the town area here and I don't know why. Must be the combination of the power plant and the heating plant and maybe the clothing factory overlapping, plus the electronics production. I don't know. The train has run out of fuel? Are you kidding me? I see. Well, we have to tear down the road again and build a connection to the other path. I hope you can drive there. Even if you can't reach it with fuel, you should be able to... No, you can't, okay. Go to the depot inside Pardonin then, I guess. For now. We'll set up the correct rail pathing here so you can reach the gas station. Shortest corner first. And that should allow the trains to get to the fuel station if they need to. But that also means I have to build a diamond from that side. I guess the diamond's over here. Yeah, it's probably fine. Should be fine. This is not ideal. Nah, well, let's just say it's probably encouraging me to relocate the oil loading platform because exporting oil is now a little bit more difficult. Exporting oil to the western border, that is. Because these trains are now blocking the switch, and if I put signals here, then they can't occupy enough space to park here. I think. If I take a measurement. Let's measure the train first. So you are 150 meters-ish. So if we go 150 meters, that would be inside this block. So we can't put a signal here, otherwise I guess we could put a signal here, but if a train is parking here... Oh, I guess we have to put signals here, never mind. We will put signals here. Chain signals, I guess. Mixed signals? Mixed signals. The trains will be too long, but at least parked trains inside the oil loading going to the eastern border won't block the passenger transportation for now. And let's get the rail construction office assigned to those tasks. How's the metro line? First tunnel almost done. Second tunnel lagging behind a little bit. We will increase the priorities so they will focus on the metro line to the last end station for now. And then we can run this route. Okay, now we have a loading train blocking this entrance. So we will get rid of... no, we can't get rid of these signals. Oh. I don't know how you made that work, but go to commercial district, please. Let's get rid of these ones. Yeah, these signals don't work as well anymore because there's an issue here. We need to put signals in that area now, otherwise there's going to be problems. And now I unassigned the rail construction again. We only built 2 of them. They will continue building, finishing the rest. I won't assign all 4 tasks. They are kinda high priority, but not really. It's only affecting passenger trains, so not that urgent right now. Residential building is coming online. We are getting a full complement of workers here. We almost have all the resources necessary. So I guess we will increase the amount of workers to 50 to chew through that. Are there road cranes on their way here? Yes. Okay. Let's check the residential buildings in Pardonin also. Slowly, but they're getting there. Looks like the metro tunnels will take a little bit longer since all of the rail construction vehicles are currently down in Pardonin building the parking lot area for our ore processing. Okay, the road get completed. One way on this road, nothing else. That allows us to remove the other ones, I'm pretty sure. Once the gas station is up and supplied with fuel, we should be good to go. So the access road here would be another asphalt road, turning into the gas station and coming back out on that side. And we only allow heavy goods supply vehicles to go here, basically fuel supply, and we will disallow personal vehicles going out on that direction. And also that direction will just disallow personal vehicles and will be a one-way road as well. I guess we don't need to disallow personal vehicles here, just from this side. Let's check on Rovodima parking lot. Happiness low in Rovodima commercial district. Oh yeah, I guess we dropped a bunch of people in here right now. Lots of religion sympathy present again. Lots of unemployment, but the unemployment is all gone already. And yeah, you can reach everything, so you should be fine. You can even work in the TV station if you want. There are cars parking here now because they are trying to build the additional parking lots. There's no other workplace in the area. Road construction. Do all of that. Yeah, walking range is decent. Could be a bit better, but can't have everything. We should be able to reach most of these parking lots with some residential buildings. And even if they can't, then they can still park here to send workers to school, I guess. But once these footpaths are on, then some more residents will be able to get places. Get to places, I mean. Oil loading facility was on fire. Still no one working here. Still sending out trains to Padunin. Oh no, now they're sending construction trains to the metro tunnel. It was just a long travel time. So I'm pretty sure the metro is going to run within the next half hour. There's not that much construction yet left to finish that. Yes, happiness is low, we're working on it. Just get settled in and you'll be fine. Complaining about no access to a pub. But the pub is in walking distance, so just deal with everything you need and then you should find the time to walk to a pub. Only the furthest away parking lots do not seem to have electricity. And probably those over here will also not have access. So an electric substation in this area is probably going to be a nice investment. One down here maybe. We have one more connection available. And that's going to be used for the parking lot. And the gas station in this area, which I still have to build. So the idea of the gas station was to have it on the last junction point, where everyone has to drive out of here, and then they can choose to visit the gas station. I think I'll build it here. Like they can turn, they can do a turn here into the gas station, and then that one goes back out onto the road. I think this is what I will build. Lots of construction tasks. days for the rail tunnel, one more construction task to put the bricks in the ceiling and everything into the tunnel, and then one construction task to lay down the track. The right lane will be done. The left lane still has a bit more, but also laying track and then finishing up the last tunnel. So we're close, very close. Build the footpaths. No, we don't really need water and sewage because that one is already handled with these. So we can just hook in the residential buildings. Heat exchanger should be fine, as long as we have enough people inside the heating plant, that is. Right now we're still... oh no, there's no more people parking here. That's good to see. Access to that area could be problematic once I only rely on that loop. I think that might be more than 2.5 kilometers. These roads are done. Set them up as a one-way road. This is a finished existing road. Oh, you were having issues with that sign, I guess. Alright, so no personal vehicles allowed here. No personal vehicles or non-supply traffic allowed here. We will allow heavy vehicles to turn that direction, I guess. Now we just need the gas station. And then we can get rid of the dirt road and see what happens to the heating plant. We're out of money, as is tradition. Only 8% interest rate. Let's borrow 4 million. It's fine. Almost paid back one full loan on US currency side. And then only 15.8 million to go. We will have to ramp up exports of a different resource to get there. Steel could be a thing. Okay, our distribution office probably got built here, and that's intended to replace this one, so we have room for another kindergarten. However, I dread having to copy all of the tasks over right now. We do have another kindergarten here. Water, sewage, heating and electricity are all hooked up, so I don't think this replacement is urgent right now, but it is available. I also made the suggestion to the Discord if copying tasks from one building to another will come to the game, and someone replied that it was mentioned that it is being part of the next update, so here's hoping. Migrating tasks might become easier. Last construction phase for that tunnel. And that one needs a tunnel boring machine, which has just been called in. Looks like they were able to... Oh, not all of the roads, but they were able to build most of the roads. Still some to go. It looks like I interrupted the road while it was rolling, so all they have to do is go here, flatten it out, and then the road is completed. Let's turn those intervals up to 15 because 10 seconds were not enough for these cars to leave this area and the other cars to start driving. Wait a minute, that should be one lane per cycle, not 2 lanes at the same time. That's better. Maybe you don't need a lot of parking lots next to the shopping center. Maybe a few high throughput parking lots would be sufficient. They buy their groceries and then they drive out. Maybe we can try and put a shopping center somewhere outside of town and seeing how the high throughput parking lots behave if they get used. These ones are restricted to 5 workers maximum, so they will not drain our workforce in other areas. Missing concrete. We are missing cement. Cement is available for export. Oh, we probably never migrated the task over to the other distribution office. No, we did. Let's see. No purchase. We want to load. Okay, there it is. Cement loading. Did we not assign the cement? We did not assign the cement. My bad. There you go. Unload cement. Okay, so construction projects inside Padonin will resume shortly as soon as we bring some cement over. That was an oversight. The train is on its way right now, carrying a few hundred tons of 135 tons of cement per delivery. It will have to run a few times. But once we have our own coal refining, we will stop importing coal. We will just import coal ore. and then move the refined coal from the coal ore processing facility here to make cement. And then we could consider probably exporting cement and running the cement plant with a higher throughput. Although cement deliveries are made by truck right now, so not ideal. Did I ever move back the other train from the depot? I did not. You go into here. Did the switch finish construction? It has not finished construction yet. So we will not move the other passenger train back on the rail. We'll still wait. Tunnel boring machine is done. I will already assign the other tasks after this, because the tunnel boring machine can just do its job and drill a tunnel all the way to the next station. That's fine. Unfortunately, the tunnel is split up into multiple tasks, so we won't be able to drill all of it at once. Might be time for an import train of coal ore soon. Almost there. Just this short last segment and then... yeah, this switch and we can import coal ore. Then the parking lots are needed. And I guess I would need a coal loading facility. We are moving coal from this conveyor belt, combining it here, and then we could snap off some coal into a loading platform. Well, first a storage and then a loading platform, of course, but have the loading platform in this area, loop around the area for the second coal ore processing, because we still need an unloading platform here. Didn't leave enough room, because of the miscalculation, but we can at least fit the train through here. Oh, the train, with the parking lots and all that. Let's see. Perfect. Perfectly planned. Fits really well. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to get a connection here. So we have a railroad connection to another platform, and that may then also leave this area by heading also into this connection here. Which is a little bit ugly, but it should work. Trains will just have to drive appropriately, slow enough to not derail in this area. Just so I don't forget that there is something planned here. And we'll probably copy this design with an unloading platform and 2 ore processing facilities. Maybe it will even be 4 ore processing facilities for more coal. I don't think we're going to use all of the capacity of this at any point at all, so it's all just wishful thinking. But I'm going to just leave the option here and see what happens. I definitely need coal loading, and that can go through the same rail system pretty much. We only need the loading train to come in here, load and drive back out. So it goes through the waiting space. It doesn't need a dedicated connection to the feeder line. That's going to be okay. We will plop down a large coal storage, I think, for this. And then have the loading facility right next to it. And that will make coal available on our network. And the other coal ore processing plants will hook up to this conveyor belt, which will allow a connection into it from this side. Wrong siding. There we go. Then another switch here. Okay. Traffic jam. Okay, yes. That road here is obsolete. We will put in speed limit for people coming out of town of 30. And probably give them the right of way. And maybe merge them into a single lane before all of this. Oh, this is annoying. At some point the town is going to get the priority again, because it should have very few vehicles coming in and out of town.
And those few should get priority. I guess I can already make that happen. We haven't migrated the parked cars yet, so there's a few traffic issues now. With a lot of people traveling here trying to build the parking lots right now. There should not be that many cars trying to travel into this area. Train waiting too long. I see. That train is too long. So this will have to be a chain signal then. You go through and make some room. Silly train. So now we still have a traffic jam here because the train is out of fuel. Again. Come on. Let's increase the priority of these for unrelated reasons. I should have hooked up this corner into these tracks, I guess. Okay, we'll have to wait until these trains go by. Issue resolved, I would say. Last train tunnel. Should be able to finish the current construction task with the resources we have left on the back of the wagons, and then one construction task to finish the rail line, and we have our metro line set up. Meaning that the train could be made obsolete carrying workers to the oil refinery from Rovodima. We could use the metro. But it is currently still for testing purposes, because I don't know if there are going to be any issues that I haven't foreseen yet. It's nice that they can just park here and build the remaining buildings by themselves. Where are my road cranes? Do I not have any road cranes? I only have 4 road cranes. I have 4 open hull trucks for 4 excavators, which is ridiculous. Two for 4 is better, and then let's get some more road cranes. T8 15 80 28 with the orange cap. There we go. I hope we get the metro line set up soon. There are a few issues right now. Namely, very few workers arriving at the train stop. It's got the construction train on site. We will have to micromanage that because there's a train loading fuel right now in the way, so we will give it priority. Some actual workers. Yay. Good thing our rail construction office was still hooked up to parking lots and not just the rail system. That could have been bad. The fire station, however, is only hooked up to the rail system, so maybe some parking lots for it could be useful. Almost there. And we have some workers in the rail construction office now. Yeah, this area is getting a little bit too complicated for its purpose. Well, that's the last rail segment, so I guess the passenger trains can already go back, since this is going to finish within time. Oh, right, go back into the depot. Why did you not... wait. Oh, I guess... You need to go to that one and then leave the depot, theoretically. Because then you should be able to drive onto that lane and find the fuel instead of going that way. Alright, I'll just send you out to the other depot and cancel the task, and you can go to the fuel platform from there. Cancel. And... oh, I guess it was a different train that I just sent here. So it must have been pulling workers from this rail platform instead. I don't know which one is affected. Guess I'll wait until it gets to the depot. Okay, resource deliveries here are pretty bad. Let's drop oil import down to 60%. It's just food import, it's not like it's anything critical. It's fine. You, instead of going to the depot, do your task. Alright, you stop waiting until you're fully unloaded and just leave so the other trains can move. Yep, I need to redesign this area, move the oil loading, unloading facility further away from the main track and make a waiting platform. Similar to what I did for the ore unloading. Oh, that's not good. Only 2.4 tons of fuel loaded. So you're telling me we are in need of fuel in this area? Ah, yeah. Slowly. Still have 400 tons, so just it'll solve itself over time, I'm sure. Oh, no one's assigned here anymore. Well, that won't do. Please construct that rail line, thank you. Out of money again. Okay, the metro tunnel has been completed. So now I should be able to assign our metro. end station, back to metro station, and then end station is... I guess we can put the end station at the end. And that should do its thing. And then we'll just allow workers to wait on the platform. And I guess we're riding that one and seeing what it sounds like. I don't know what's going on right now. Why did you enter on the wrong side? What the hell is wrong with you? Go back to the depot. What the hell? Okay, let's put those signals in so the train doesn't do that nonsense. There we go. Let's go to the end station to fix that. Why are you not... What's wrong with you? I'm confused. Is that station hooked up wrong? Did I flip it? It might have been flipped. It is flipped. Fucking hell. Oh, why game? If I flip it, are the other ones flipped? That one's correct, that one's correct. So the station is messed up. The end station is also wrong. I didn't notice. Okay, well that metro is going to go back. And we will have to rebuild the metro station and the end station. I didn't know that if you flipped those, that it would flip the inputs. I guess I didn't pay attention to that. That one is correct, that one is correct. End station doesn't have anything. That one is correct. Well, I guess we won't have a metro running now. That sucks. Wait, this one doesn't show anything. Okay, let me load a save game because I don't think I had to destroy. Whatever. I don't think I had to destroy that one. It doesn't show any pathing right now. Rebuilding that is going to be... Oh no, it does show it. Okay, it was also wrong. Never mind. Definitely get the right entrances that time. Alright. And now we have to rehook those up. I have to be a bit more careful. Okay, that one definitely needs to be here, but also... Too short. Screw you, game.
Alright. And then the same thing over here. And then the whole metro station. Thankfully they weren't too expensive to build. Lesson learned. That was unfortunate. Yeah, I flipped that one around because I wanted the road connection on that side. And I didn't look at the connections anymore. So I won't be able to do that. I will have to take the road connection as it is and not just go, oh, this road, I like it better. No, then the entrance to the metro from the left side is at top. And that's not how this will work. So thankfully we don't have to rebuild too much. And it shouldn't take too long. But that is a lesson that I won't forget. Hello, Code Monkey. I guess because I drew the tunnels in multiple steps to get them through here. So I had to stop the tunnel at some point and redraw it. I don't know if it doesn't let you do it if you, for example, pop it down, flip that one and plop that one down. It doesn't care, so there's no sanity check for that. Oh well. As I said, unfortunate, but it's not going to kill us, I don't think. It does mean that the rail construction office will have a lot less workers for now, for the time being, but we still have some. And the buildings themselves should come online relatively quickly. Let's get the rail construction office on the task right away. It's already assigned itself to these and started drilling the tunnels. So we should be up and running soon, I hope. In the meantime, I might have to get another metro train. Any vehicle into here. I would have assumed that an end station didn't care about which way the trains would enter. Maybe they do also above ground. No, above ground doesn't care. So that one is like a regular. Oh no, that's a depot. I do have an end station up here though. And that one doesn't care about direction of entry either. The underground one does though. So you need to be really careful with those. So it wasn't the signal. It was just me building the train track wrong. But yeah, we just have to rebuild 2 buildings, rebuild 8 rail tracks, and then we're good to go. And thankfully the rail tracks are short enough where they should only be 2 construction tasks per track. Unfortunately, we will have less workers inside the rail construction office until we rebuild the metro station.
But it also means that we have more workers inside the oil refinery. Is there a footpath where I can shorten the walking distance a bit? No, there's nothing. This is the closest one. Oh well. Lesson learned. If that had happened with... I don't know. I don't know if it could have happened in a situation where it would have been very critical, but... Maybe if you were relying on everything to work because you were on your last bit of money and then that happened, could have probably been quite annoying. Still curious why these end stations have the same limitation. Maybe it's there to prevent you from switching the rail tracks as you see fit. Or maybe it was just an oversight and... Maybe instead of you just pressing the buttons and not realizing it, maybe there should be a switch down here on the right side where you can select left-hand traffic that you have to toggle on specifically to make the metro left-hand drive. Are there places where metros are left-hand? I guess metros can switch between left and right-hand depending on circumstances, but are there locations in the world where left-hand drive is the standard for subways? You are waiting for this train to finish. Sure. Although you shouldn't be parked on that road. Otherwise you prevent access to the concrete plant and that wouldn't be ideal. Speaking of concrete plant, we have cement again. So our concrete plant can continue to run. We're out of money. We're also down to 7.9% interest rate, but we are now nearing the halfway point to money owed. Apparently one in Belgium is both, and one of the branch lines has a crossover as train rejoin as the main system. Yeah, crossing over makes it easier to rejoin in some circumstances. Also for road junctions it makes sense to switch the lanes before you connect them to the traffic junction, the road. Like if we were able to switch over those bridges, we could just turn them each the opposite way to hook them up rather than making this trumpet design. Oh, the gas station should now be done. Let's check. It is not done yet. Still waiting on workers. Workers of Pardonin are picked up from the tram stop. Here. I would say there's plenty of workers to be picked up. It's just that the construction office might still be prioritizing construction on that side. Let's increase the priority of the gas station and maybe they'll send 2 or 3 vehicles to finish it. Might not have a road... Oh, we do have road cranes, okay. Yeah, it should be possible. And a road crane got sent out. So we are now receiving 3 cars to finish that building. No complaints in that residential building, everything is fine. Soon we'll have another one. I'm wondering if I should remove the heating plant designation and make all of this the commercial district, so all of the designation reaches everything. At least the important bits. Because we might have... that building doesn't appear to be inside the commercial district zoning anymore, so these 250 workers do not count for the purpose of calculating population in here, which is now up to 4,000. So we are already at 4,250, with another 300 something coming in. 4,500 soon. Plus the people in here, which puts us over 5,000, plus the 1,000 something inside Padonin. 6,000-ish. Get all of that construction going. And the gas station. If we create a lot of vehicles inside Roboduma that travel back to town, then this junction could of course become a problem again in this area. These parking lots have to go so badly. Let's get rid of those. We'll remove the roads once the cars are all gone. One more car left here. Okay, that parking lot is done. That one isn't. No, it is. So the entranceway to the town, they can use this if they want. They don't have to go through this junction mess. I don't know why there's still vehicles trying to turn around here. Oh, I guess I never rebuilt those footpaths. Ah, they can go, they can walk here. I don't need that bridge. It's fine. Yep, that works. Maybe there should be an end station on the way back to Padonin, so the gas station next to Roboduma is not used. Parking lots are up. Looks like they built all of the buildings that are in walking distance, so the rest has to be done by the construction officers. As soon as we have ore delivery, we can open up those parking lots. And the gas station is now also operational. Nope, no more pathing through here. That dirt road will be removed and we will see what the situation will be with the heating plant. Right now there's barely any workers. Alright, I'll have to use my skills again to kill this road. Make sure that no one's on it. That might have been a bit early. The bridge isn't done yet. We can fix that by allowing a dirt road to go here from that direction. So the new resource deliveries can be made from here, or they might just drive away from the construction site that way. Yeah, once that is done, we can hook up the road here, and everything should be fine. Right now the vehicles have to travel back through this area, which might also be prevented at some point. We'll see. Actually, no, that should stay a one-way path. Yeah, that should work. One more rail track to be constructed, then we can make resource delivery. I guess we can already make resource deliveries to the area, only one side of the rail track. But yeah, I'll set up 2 trains to export coal and iron ore, with the iron ore train just being stationary for now, but the coal ore train might be running for a few deliveries. Just let me get the other rail line set up, so both of them can be used. And then we'll see if this works. We will get 20 hopper cars for both trains together. We're out of money. I bought 15, I need 5 more. This is just consuming resources right now, this is not going to make us any money. This is just setting up for the steel. And that should already be the right depot, or is that the metro one? That's the short depot, yeah. Remove that stop, add that stop, and run. And I guess we'll let the other trains help. Not all stops are suitable for that vehicle. I don't know what you mean, but doesn't make any sense. Just load any vehicle that you might find and bring it to the depot. The building got constructed. Some unemployment still, slowly going down as they find areas to work in. They cannot reach the bus platform, the metro station, or the train station, unfortunately. So close. Well, I guess those people are responsible for working inside the commercial district. So they'll have to swap employment with like other people that then can go to the train station. There was a train that was waiting very long and I just clicked it away. Probably you, waiting for fuel. Eight, 9, 10. Remove your traffic route. Your task, I guess you are going to the eastern border, is to import coal ore, full loads, into the coal ore processing facility. And that's all you're doing. Coal ore goes here once we have electricity, and it can then be processed and put onto the conveyor belt and made available for loading in here. Right now all that's missing is electricity. You're still waiting. You're waiting. Oh my god, not again. What's... I made that a chain signal, so this wouldn't happen again, but this train is too long for this block. My trains are getting a little bit too long for my rail network. Where's the coal ore train? You are going to copy your schedule onto here, that train, and then just change coal ore to iron ore. And then we have 2 import trains running these materials for now. In the meantime, we can get set up with the electricity. I don't know how much these ore processing facilities require. 300 kilowatts times 4 is 1.2. I think one substation per cluster of processing facilities is probably okay. I think I said that last time, but yeah. I haven't put any in place yet, so this should be fine. We will also catch a bunch of the conveyors that will also have no electricity yet. let's move that substation. So you take care of all of that. I guess I'll put down 3 substations. We'll try with 2 for now. The loading platform up here is not covered by this one, but it is covered by this one. The conveyors are all in range of a substation, so this should work. And then we just need the wires, which thankfully we have prepared. Complete dedicated supply to this area. Really? There you go. And that will provide electricity to the area. And once the electricity is there, the trains will be able to unload. We can turn on the processing facilities and load coal for our republic. Traffic jam. Yeah, I know, I made that bridge a one-way road and you already sent some cars here. My bad. There you go. How's the road traffic situation? We can reach everything, even the coal, the heating plant, barely. 2.489 kilometers. This stop. With the furthest away parking lot. So I guess everything is in range, technically. This might have to be turned into a bridge with how much traffic there's going along here on the rail network. Not sure I can fit that in though. I don't think so. At least not right now. Maybe with a... I think this is just too short. Yeah, from here to here that's just too short. So we would have to have a bridge coming into here somehow. But then the conveyor belt's going to be in the way. This could become a traffic issue. Especially since the cars waiting there are cars going to the heating plant. The end station has been hooked up again, and construction on second set of rails have been restarted. The metro platform has been rebuilt as well, so we can reassign personnel deliveries to the metro station. And then our rail construction office will also start working faster again. How is gravel missing? It's probably not getting delivered here fast enough. There's still a little bit of gravel. Is it still our export train just eating too much gravel? Looks like it. I should tell the trains to only go here if there's enough gravel, but I guess if I'm continuously exporting, then yeah, it's not working that well. Residential buildings have been constructed. Workers, passengers and students may now wait at this platform, so they can also go shopping and all other things. Because they don't have a footpath here. They would get very cranky if we don't allow that. Yep, we are taking care of the unhappiness in Pardonin. Those buildings were disconnected from everything. Now they should be fine. If we, of course, load anyone in that area, that is. Otherwise they are not going to get any happier. That makes sense. Alright, now everyone who's still waiting, your first tram ride. Hopefully our tram network capacity is sufficient. If not, I have to buy more. guess people are parking here already. Don't have any drinking water or sewage yet. That is also something that we still need. Four buildings. At least for now. The additional coal processing area will require a few more. And yeah, I think this will just go into a switch here and then go into the outflow. Let's make sure this is higher than this area, so I guess we need to switch down here. And then we have more coal processing in this area. Is this higher or lower? It feels like this is higher. 26. Okay, yeah, that's all flowing downhill. That's fine. Then we can have a sewage switch over here. And for water deliveries, same thing in reverse. Water pipe from here through a switch. From the industrial area, I guess, main supply. And that'll bring water, drinking water into the area. And that should be it. Thankfully we have enough water pressure here, I think. 3.75 bar. That should be good enough. Once those are in place, the electricity has been supplied. And our loading facility is in place. We have coal that we are making ourselves. Importing coal or making coal. Then we can stop importing fresh coal from the customs house. You're waiting too long again because reasons. I don't know why. Both of those are green. Just go. Now it's yellow. Go. I also don't think there's a train in the way. Didn't see any. Unless it's inside the end station. But, oh, there's no train here right now. The other section already got constructed. Oh, I should probably disable the people waiting at the metro station, because those ones are currently not doing anything. Let's get that disabled for now, so they can find employment on the train station again. Let's also, I guess, borrow 4 more million rubles, because why not? Loading platform is almost done. Then we can set this as a source for coal, even if it is not quite available yet. We have to finish these rail lines. That part is not critical. And yeah, start processing some coal ore into coal. Make it available for trains to pick up. And we're good to go. Sewage switch into sewage switch. Water pipe, we only have one right now because this is going to split up in this area and go to the second coal or processing location. Seems to all be in water. Be time to fill up the parking lots with more cars. Even those people can walk all the way over there, reach some of them. It's probably something for next time. When the road construction is done, with the bridge being completed and the loop being finished, then we can probably buy a bunch more cars. We'll have to see how we supply workers to the heating plant. I don't know if this route is that great, but it's probably what's going to be kept being used for the time being. I guess maybe a tunnel from here to here, this area, would be nice. Also for the people that then... The people over here should leave through this area. There should be no passenger transportation through this. So we would have a tunnel from the main road going into this area. Like from this section to over here. Unless we can fit a bridge in or something. The the electric wires make it a little bit difficult. I wonder if we can fit one in here. So it looks like the answer is yes, we will have to take down the road, but we will be able to fit a bridge here. That looks like it could crash the game. Oof. That looks painful. I don't know, a tunnel might still be desirable. It's just a little bit of extra construction time. Everything is fine here. For now. Only downside is the access to the parking lots of the heating plant. Which, if there's anything wrong with the trains, is going to be a huge traffic jam for the people to get to these parking lots, and we're going to have an issue. What now? Well, now you're waiting on that one. Is that... Okay, that is the wrong signal. I never built that one. And I never removed these ones. Please move. And you also, please move. Missing resource oil. Our oil import was stuck because of the traffic jam in this area. Bad signaling. Speaking of bad signals, that is correct. That is now also correct. Those are not. Almost there, 2 more connections, but we're going to finish that next time. The tunnel over here is also halfway done. Well, close to halfway. Yeah, looks like everything is slowly finishing up. We're also using less money again since we're building a few less things. The steel mill was an expensive endeavor. So the only thing currently worrying is the access to the heating plant. If we want to use this bypass loop. I guess I should make an access route here that runs in parallel and then goes to the heating plant that way. But only to the heating plant, so it would connect into this road and allow them to drive into that direction without any issue. A tunnel, probably. The heating plant is important, so a tunnel might be the solution for that. I'll think about that next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to put a break here. Going to eat something. I have a race in close to 1 hour, 2 hours. Next time we'll see if our coal ore processing facility works as intended, with people arriving here by cars, and then we'll have coal for our nation. We will see if the parking lot next to the oil refinery is working as intended, with the exit tunnel being constructed, and we'll see if we can relocate the Rover Duma cars outside of the town and into the new parking lot area designated for it. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Have a good rest of your Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. Take care, and maybe I'll see you next time.